Hello students, today our topic is Gauss law. So this is the continuation of electric flux. This Gauss law is a very important topic for competitive exams as well as IPA also. So in this Gauss law it says that give good clarity about electric field, how it is developing, what is the flux, how much flux is developing in the case of symmetric bodies and unsymmetric bodies. Whatever body you are taking, in the case how the electric field is traveling in enclosed surfaces. Okay, so now I'm going to explain Gauss law. The total electric flux through any closed surface is equals to 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge. Okay, net charge by the surface. This is the definition of Gauss law. So the total electric flux, already we know the flux definition. The number of field lines crossing to any surface normal to the surface, which is called electric flux. So the total electric flux means number of field lines crossing. How many field lines are crossing? That is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge by the surface. So epsilon naught means it is permittivity of free space, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. So now I'm going to write the equation here. The total electric flux, which means phi, okay, is equal to what it is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of charge. This is a Gauss law. Okay, here epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. Okay, and of course we have a value also. Epsilon naught is equals to 8.12 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Okay, next, according to by the definition of electric flux, we know the flux definition. Phi is equals to integral surface integral of E dot ds. Already we derived in the previous video. Phi is equals to surface integral or closed integral of E dot ds. So which means how much electric field is developed due to this one. So this is one of the formula for flux. Now if you substitute in the above equation phi value from equation 1 and 2, then see integral surface integral of E dot ds is equal to 1 by epsilon naught q. This is the effective formula for Gauss law. For using of this formula, we are going to solve few more problems and different applications. So this is useful formula. Okay, this one also be important and this one also be important. So next, this is only definition. According to the definition, we have one formula, which is how can it is possible. We have to be proof. So proof. In the case, I'm going to take any one enclosed surface. There is no proper direction. There is no proper shape. So now I'm considering any one sphere into the unsymmetry body. Okay, this is one of the sphere, let's say. Next, I placed one q charge at the center of material. Q charge I placed in center of material. Now we know that every charge can develop electric field lines outward, inwards, outward to the field. For suppose this is a positive charge and electric field lines are developing outward sides or inward sides. All directions it's move like this direction. So let's say, okay, now I am considering this surface. That's why this surface we are calling, which is Gaussian surface. See, this all small area is considered as Gaussian surface. Okay, for in this Gaussian surface, we know the smaller area. This smaller area is a area vector. Already we know. This area vector developing along with the electric field lines. For suppose, let's say the direction of area vector and direction of electric field always outwards toward the direction sphere. So that's why E is equals to E dot ds is equals to phi. We know flux formula. So phi is equals to E dot ds means EDS cos 0 because field also traveling like this, and this Gaussian surface also coming outward, and this one also E outside side. This is not 3 dimension, that's why we are denoting like this direction in parallel to the paper. But this area vector like this, and this electric field also be like this, which means both are in parallel direction. That's why the angle between two is 0, this one. So the total flux is equals to EDS. Okay, cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1. That's why the total flux is equals to EDS. So it is not a total flux, it is only changing flux d phi. Okay. Now we know what is the electric field formula. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is equation 1. We know this formula. According to electric field intensity, E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Because the charge is developing, due to this charge is developing some electric field. That's why I wrote the electric field formula. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is electric field. Due to point charge. And just now we derived changing flux d phi is equals to EDS. Okay, equation 2. We know the formula from equation 1. From equation 1, d phi is equals to E means what it is, equation 1, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into ds. Okay, this is changing flux. Now what is the total flux in body? In body, what is the total flux? Which means we have to do integration, surface integration of d phi is equals to integration of surface integration of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into ds. Okay, see this one. So d phi means we can write it phi. Total flux is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is constant, comes outside, and the q also be constant, and the square of the radius also be constant. This is a ds. Okay, now we know the proper shape of the body, which is we are taking, this is a Gaussian surface. These Gaussian surface having we are consider at which is sphere. So that's why the sphere, what is the sphere changing, what is the area of sphere, we need to write here. E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into what is the area of sphere, 4 pi r square. Area of sphere 4 pi r square. Okay, so now cancel it, whatever you cancel, r square also be cancel. So the resultant phi is equals to q by epsilon naught. This is the Gaussian definition according to the Gaussian definition, and you can write it also. You can closed integration of EDS is equals to 1 by epsilon naught into q. That's why the electric field, the total electric field, total electric flux is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of the charge. This is called Gaussian law or Gauss law, Gauss theorem, Gauss equation also. Okay na? Thank you.